Oh, by the way, um, I want to encourage you guys to tap into some of the content that's on YouTube today by people like Gary V. Very inspirational young man. I love his posts. Very loving, seems to be a very loving and positive young man doing major things to change the narrative of how we treat each other and how we approach each other and dismissing the idea of hate and embracing the idea of love. I just love that message. Also, Billy Carson, he has a huge YouTube presence, and I watch him every day. He talks about consciousness and he talks about ancient civilizations and how it ties into technology of the past and technology of today. He talks about uh, financial literacy. He talks about love. He talks about kindness. I love his shows as well. Dr. Deepak Chopra has helped change my life, along with Dr. Joe Dispenza, in incorporating mind body integration into our daily living, giving us information and knowledge of how the mind and body can cure any disease, any mental illness, mind and body integration, consciousness, universal love. All these all these gentlemen that I watch on a daily has helped transform my thinking. I used to I was an addict for almost all my life. I was an alcoholic and an addict almost all my entire life. It wasn't until last year that I decided to surrender, which only meant going over to the winning team because I was tired of losing. I was tired of the shame. I was tired of the resentments, the pity, the self pity, the loathing, self loathing. I was tired of it all because I used drugs to cope with my own character defects. And I didn't realize that I was killing myself mentally and spiritually and physically until I surrendered and went and got help, which enabled me to go on a path of recovery, which included a 7-day detox period where I had to rid my body of all alcohol and drugs that was damaging my system every single day. Then from there, I went to a 30-day treatment program in the mountains of Georgia where they had excellent care, excellent doctors, excellent psychiatrists, excellent staff, excellent environments. In the mountains of Georgia, the facility was all log cabins, like maybe 30 different cabins where clients were staying. I stayed there for 30 days, and then from there, I went to a sober living facility in Orange County, California. Mind you, this facility, Orange County, California, I looked it up before I left, was Trump country. It, the videos that I saw of the place that I was going to, which was called SCRC, Southern California Recovery Centers, were pictures and videos of just middle-aged white men that were by my perception, seemed to look like racist and Trump supporters that I thought I didn't have any connection with. And boy, was I wrong. When I got to Southern California and in Orange County, and when I got to the sober living place that I was staying at, from that moment until the moment I left, which was about 7 months, was some of the best experience that I ever had in my life. I was around people who were alcoholics and addicts, but who had a solution for their problem and was willing to share their solution with me lovingly, with all altruism. You know, they had a selfless concern for me and others who suffered from the same disease that I suffered from. And they embraced me, and I stayed in their care for almost 7 months. And every moment of it was a transformative experience for me. And it changed the way I think. It changed the way I dealt with life. It's changed the way I dealt with my family, with my friends, the way I dealt with myself. It gave me inspiration and enthusiasm about life that I never had before previously. And since then, I've just been tapping into people who can enhance my transformation so that I can be a better person. I can be a better human being. I can be a better father. I can be a better uh, husband, a better son, a better friend to my people, my friends. I just want to be a better person, and I want to offer my part in humanity to do something that's going to enhance our humanity, that's going to better our humanity. That's what I learned, man, and that was my experience, and I'm here to share it. And one of the ways that I intend to share it is through dialogue with my grandson, my 12-year-old grandson Elijah. He's going to co-host with me a podcast called Generation Exchange with Elijah and PopaBill, and we're going to tap into conversations about our cultures, in our generation gap. I'm a baby boomer. He's a generation zoomer. He's only 12 years old. So we got a 50-year gap in between our cultures, the way we see world, the way we see life, the way we see the world. And, you know, we just want to tap into that and uh, try to bridge that gap that is experienced in so many families. I know people who cannot even communicate with their grandchildren because they don't understand their grandchildren, or they don't understand how to communicate with their grandchildren because they're so far apart in communication, and so far apart in understanding, right? Where I contend that there isn't a gap. It's just a perceived gap because of fear, the fear that we may have of not being able to reach our children in a more fundamental way. And, you know, I want to tap into that. So thank y'all for listening to me. Be on the lookout for Generation Exchange. It's coming on all platforms very, very shortly. We're just in the process of establishing uh, a great production team. We have a studio already, but we just have to coordinate our times and schedules to be able to bring you the best content possible. That takes work, and but we're dedicated and we're committed to it, and look forward to it. Thank you guys. Have a great day. God bless. Peace.